Hello, fellow YouTube. I've had quite a few guys ask me. Doesn't seem like on my stuff my dad orders for me, he doesn't keep track. So I don't really know. I know there's another YouTuber that tells you what size. I think these are 50 millimeters, but I'm not sure. And you do have to get the custom knockoff adapter to convert any traditional power supply you buy for newer computers to work with this, since this only has an 8-pin, and these are 24 pin. Let's see where the 24 pins at right now. Guessing it's close to the hard drive. So it's kind of hard for me to get to. So yeah, you have to buy a power supply, the converter. This makes me feel better. We're just gonna unplug it. Just unplug everything. I was trying to figure out what's wrong with my disk drive. Oh, I gained a software update when Windows took away updates. I don't know. Big, huge pin that I'm looking for. Oh. Because the main reason why I upgraded this was to add this and to give the USB drive a plug, and I wanted the fans too. But I'm trying to find a plug. I know it's around here. Because your store-bought shouldn't have cables like this. Mine, I got the original power supply for this is in the box of the new power supply. Because this power supply came from Best Buy. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so you need a plug like this that takes traditional power supplies like store-bought, and this is like the Dell plug. I know Dell's went with a smaller version of the newer ones, because I'm pretty sure this is the last one you can actually fit a traditional power supply. So your 9th gen is your last pre-built that still has the room to fit a traditional power supply. As you can see, this thing's got a bunch of storage. Like this is for pretty much older games, and then you got the M.2 down there, that's the operating system, and then another mechanical drive I need to replug back in. And then this one's got my 98 and XP to give me full backwards compatibility, since I play a lot of older games. But a lot of my older games I got to work on this without that, but still nice to have. Let's see. I would actually buy like a higher quality one. Since I bought. Yeah, this is the only thing that came from eBay. The power supply came from Best Buy. Oh no, this came from eBay too, the adapter. This adapter came from eBay. Oh, the adapter, the graphics card, and the fans came from eBay. Everything else. So I'm pretty sure this drive actually came from Best Buy too. This is from my laptop. And I know this huge drive here. This came from one of those high-end DVRs that I converted this, formatted it, did benchmarks to make sure it wasn't bad, and I'm using this as mechanical drive for the non-games that have to be on SSD. Because I know I got Power World running at 1080p. I think I can even do a little bit of 4K, but I don't really have a 4K monitor, so I don't usually go to that setting. Minecraft, I know I can get to run 4K, but I'm usually keep it at 1080p, since the only time I can go 4K is if it's hooked up to a big TV. Because all my monitors are 1080p or over. I think this is only 720p when the computer hooked up to this. Now I gotta put all this back together. But yeah, because I don't really like these orange cables, so as soon as I find another set of fans that is better built, I'm gonna probably upgrade the fans. But I still think I did a really good job for under $200. And I only really went over the $200 when you add this. And for people who can't tell what this is a Blu-ray player. Blu-ray player and a burner. Now, the main reason why I'm upstairs troubleshooting is it will not install this. For some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why this is giving me so much trouble on here. Only other thing I can think of is because this is a used copy and it doesn't want me to use a used copy. I don't know. Because this went on there with no problem. And this is what, the first 12 Command and Conquers. I actually own 3 of these now. Yeah. This one was missing this, so I took this from another, because this box is the limited edition one. Still missing a few pieces, but it's mostly there. The only thing I think I'm pretty sure I got burned on was this. But it did come with an extra disc for I just gotta find the keys for 2 of them because I have the keys for that. Because maybe this. No, I think mine is just the first game, not the second. But yeah, I know there's another video that tells you the size of those fans. Pretty much all you have to do is buy the power supply, buy this adapter. I don't even think this thing has drawn 300 watts yet on my bunch mints. So I'm pretty sure I'm okay with this power supply just until I did try to update the RAM. My friend had some RGB RAM we stuck in here, but the computer did not like it. It was in like recovery. I call it recovery mode because it wasn't. You couldn't turn on the computer to go into BIOS. It was just keeping the computer like everything was running but not running. More like the little computer, the little check system, and it came up with an error and a bunch of flashing lights here, and then the RAM was all lit up. But if I took out the RAM, put my RAM back in, it went back to normal. So there was something wrong with that 32 gigs of RAM I got. I'm guessing it didn't like the RGB and it didn't like the 3200. Had to be one of those two. So yeah, so you guys tell me anything else you guys can need to ask me. Just ask me. The only thing I don't know who makes these, but I like the color, but these just really cheap. That's why I'm not gonna actually recommend these, because the plastic on these is really cheap. In 2 years, $10. I don't know. I missed the one I originally bought to put in this, but it didn't line up. It was better built, but it was a single fan. And it went over this metal bar, so you couldn't keep the cover on. I only paid $1 for it. Looked like it was an unused fan. I got it from this lady that sold cables. I bought a ton of HMDIs. A couple mouses that I sold. There was some other cables for something else. So I sold that fan. If you guys look up my first Dell video, the really fat, the 990 Dell, And you see the fan, I think the fan's like mounted here to do the RGB effect in the front. That was the fan I had there, but I couldn't keep the case closed. But I'll probably fix this tomorrow morning. I'm just going to unplug everything. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.